Hi, my name is Christopher. I'm a Christian. So, today, what boring thing will I talk about? Today, I'll talk about free will. What is free will? Free will is the ability to pee on the side of the road. I just whip it out. Just sounds so great to say. Just whip it out. Pee on the side of the road. I mean, why can't a Christian whip it out? Whip it out. We all pee, Just whip it out. Whip it out and pee on the side of the road. That's what free will looks like. But free will is also, like my kids always making fun of my Nigerian accent. They can do it, but they might not make it out alive. Do I talk funny?
Yes.
Why? Explain.
Because you're Nigerian.
Say it.
What?
Who says that?
Yeah.
You will hear questions like, why would a kind God allow this? Why would a kind God allow suffering and pain and death? Foundational question, like why did he give us free will and then allow us to ruin it and then allow us to suffer the consequences of misusing our free will when he could have just made us robots in the first place? Like, that don't make any sense.
What about Russ?
What?
Ross. Remember when you tried to say Russ, but you said Ross?
It's Ross.
It's Russ.
It's Ross.
Our language goes Russ.
How'd you Ross? How'd you say? This is not Ross.
Yes.
It's Ross. And it's water. Right?
Water.
Don't make fun of me.
Water.
Why allow world hunger? Suffering in Africa. Oh, the suffering in Africa. Yeah, that was me a long time ago. Anyway, why would he allow genocide? Saul and the Amalekites just told the guy, murder them all, leave nothing. And then he left something and then it's like, you were useless. Why would he do that? Why is he like a narcissist? Like, why is God a narcissist? He creates man and it's like, I made you for my pleasure and now you must worship me and you must sing funny songs every Sunday to make me feel good. And if you don't make me feel good or if you don't accept that I'm real, you can't come into my kingdom where I am boss. Why would he do that? Such a narcissist. I know. By the way, if I've been honest, that whole narcissist thing, I get it. A few months ago, I was a single guy and, I signed a piece of paper and then I became a daddy of a bunch of kids. And now I can't get enough of white girls calling me daddy like all the time. What?
Pepper.
So, what?
Pepper.
Pepe.
Pepper. Pepe.
Pepe. It's Pepe. Like,
Pepper.
no?
We call it pepper.
You guys are weird. I have great answers for all those weird questions. Like, really, well-crafted, intellectual answers to all those difficult posers that, Christians struggle with and people who are not of faith struggle with. But I'm not going to give you any of those right now. Maybe another time. Let me know. But I'm not going to give you any of those nice answers. I'm going to give you one answer that you should be fine with. God cares, but he really doesn't need to. If you have free will, as an idea, God who made you also has free will. Which means he doesn't have to be nice, doesn't have to be kind, doesn't have to be loving, doesn't have to care. He doesn't have to convince you that he does any of those things. Because he has free will. He doesn't have to validate your questions. He doesn't have to make you feel good. Oh, God used to perform miracles in times past when there was no one else to see it and when only the Israelites could write about it. Why don't you perform miracles now so that we know that you can really, walk on water, turn water into wine, or divide the Red Sea into parts? And God is like, yeah, because he doesn't owe you anything. He just doesn't have to. You need to deal with that first of all and accept that if you have free will, the person that allegedly made us probably has free will as well. One of my favorite parts of the Bible is where Moses is talking to God and in the burning bush. Another fun story, I know. Moses asks, when they ask me, who shall I tell them you are? And he says, I am that I am. That's like the most boss answer to anything I have ever heard. I am, not I was, not I will be. I am that I am. Love it. Favorite thing in the world to read. Think about it like this. If you wrote code that came to life, right? would you really care if the code questioned your existence? Like if you wrote a computer program and it like AI, and it came to life and it developed a mind, but then all the other AI that it spawned, that it created from itself, began to ask, like, I wonder if the chubby dark guy with glasses who made us is really... I mean, he claims he made us. He always takes credit for us. But did he really make us? Would you care if you were the one who... Would you be bothered about telling the code, no, I made you? Would you bother to convince them? No? I wouldn't. I personally don't care. As long as my code makes me money, God can do what he likes. Doesn't have to be nice. Doesn't have to play by your rules. Doesn't have to be fair to you. He doesn't have to be... And I used to struggle with this a lot. The idea of a kind and loving God wouldn't do this and this. I don't want to believe in a God who does this and that. Well, that's really your problem. God says this is how I am and these are my rules. You want in, you go in. You don't want in, sadate. Anyway, I shall leave you with visuals of my kids calling me daddy, because that's how the world should be.
My dad is great. He speaks Nigerian and we are funny.
Tell him.
I love my daddy. He tucks me into bed. I love my daddy. He's funny and he knows how to make a beat.
That works. By the way, we always think we're super intelligent. When you sit in your armchair and you just figure this thing out and like, I am brilliant. Well, you're not that brilliant. And sometimes I think I'm very brilliant too. But you know what humbles me? When I realize that only a couple decades ago, I used to eat my boogers. Or as we call it in Nigeria, kelebe. My wife is pretty shocked. She's never heard such a gross word before. But yes, your boogers are called kelebe. Kelebe.
Sounds like seafood.
Huh? Okay. Waiter. Kelebe for me and the missus, please. Lots and lots of kelebe for me and the missus, please. What is free will? Free will is being able to park and pee on the side of the road. Now, granted, this is something... So I need you all to be quiet. If you mess up my video, I'll send you out. Okay? Okay. Cool.
Just a little itchy on the armpit. Sorry, that made me laugh.